Philip Shaibu pledges loyalty to Benin monarch as Obaseki is entangled in controversial court case. Can you imagine? It's another serious matter now. So there's a court case now that is filed against the monarch, and it looks like the governor is involved in it. Philip Shaibu has come from the back end to pledge his loyalty to the monarch, which is the Oba of Benin. Okay, and I'm sure he's probably going to get the support of the Oba, but I don't know how that works for him as an individual or as a member of a party that could be PDP or APC. We don't know. Over 100 palace chiefs stormed court for Benin King, the Oba of Benin. Oh boy. Former Deputy Governor of Edo State, Philip Shaibu, has found himself in an unfolding controversy involving the Oba of Benin, Oba Eware II, as he paid a visit to the royal palace on Thursday. So in a post on his X account, Shaibu uploaded a photo of himself kneeling before the monarch with the traditional greeting caption, Oba Gato Pere. He said, can you imagine? Oba Gato he said. So this is coming after the Oba was dragged to court on Thursday by two suspended Enige dukes of Iwobanosa and Egben Siluko of dukedoms in Benin. Can you imagine? Benin Kingdom? Professor Gregory Akinzwa and Chief Edunwoyi Ogiegban challenging their suspension. Okay, so the Oba suspended those two monarchs, and now they are dragging him to court. So the pair, representing other suspended chiefs, contended that only the state governor, Godwin Obaseki, has authority to remove them from their position, disputing the Oba's decision to suspend them for alleged insubordination. Social media reports suggest that the ongoing court case was initiated by the government against the traditional ruler, a situation the state government has described as the handiwork of enemies of the state. Can you imagine? I see it was initiated by the government, so why would they say a handiwork of the enemy of the state? So in an official statement, Cruzo Osage, special advisor media project to Governor Godwin Obaseki, called on residents and the public to disregard the report. So the state government has no hand in the matter and is also being sued by the Enige, the statement read. Shaibu, who had a strained relationship with his former principal due to his political aspirations, was perceived by Nigerians as capitalizing on the situation. Not be lie. However, over 100 priestesses and palace chiefs stormed the Edo State High Court on Thursday, chanting curses against the enemies of the Oba at the resumed hearing of the case instituted by suspended Enige, which is a duke in Benin, against Oba Eware II. So two suspended dukes of Wobanosa and Egban Siluko dukedoms in Benin Kingdom, Professor Gregory Akinzwa and Chief Edunwoyi Ogiegban, had on behalf of some others sued the monarch at Edo State High Court, challenging their suspension from offices. Furthermore, the pair, speaking on behalf of others, asserted that their removal from their position could only be done by the state governor Godwin Obaseki and not by the monarch, who had suspended them for rebelling against his authority. Can you imagine? So who do you report to? Do you report to the governor, or you report to Oba? It's only the Oba that reports to governor. You as a palace chief reports to the Oba and not to the governor. The Oba is your supervisor, is your direct boss. So this will not work. The High Court admitted the Benin Traditional Council as a party in a suit instituted by suspended Enige in Benin against the Oba. Ruling on a motion on Thursday, Justice Peter Ahihiro granted the first defendant's application to include the Benin Traditional Council as the third defendant in the suit marked B 250 O's 2023, while Oba Ewari II and Edo State Government are the first and the second defendants, respectively. So the ruling was in response to an application filed by the second defendant's lead counsel, Professor Yemi Akinsheye George, son, Professor Edoba Omorege, and his team against the claimant, Professor Gregory Akinzoa and Edonwoyi Ogiegban, who both took the Oba of Benin to court over their suspension as dukes of Ewobanosa and Egbaing Lisuloko dukedoms in Edo South Senatorial District by Oba Ewari II in 2023. So Justice Peter Ahiyeru directed parties in the suit, Edo State Government, represented by the State Attorney General and State Commissioner for Justice, Gregory Oluwole Iyamu San, Oba Ewari II, Professor Gregory Akinzowa, and Edonwoyi Ogiegban, who were both represented by their counsels led by Dr. Sagie Obayuwana, who had objected to the motion through the counsel of Oba Ewari II to amend their relevant documents in the case to reflect the decision. So while other parties in the suit aligned with the position of Oba Ewari's counsel to join Benin Traditional Council in the suit, the claimants, Professor Gregory Akinzowa and Edonwoyi Ogiegban, through their counsel, Dr. Obayuwana, prayed the court not to list the council, the Edo Traditional Council, as party in the suit and urged the court to award costs against Oba of Benin in favor of the claimants. But Justice Peter Ahiyeru turned down the prayers and held that Obayuwana should not worry about the timing, insisting that the race is not for the swift or the battle for the strong. So if they are bringing in the traditional council as necessary, I don't see this as a problem since you people have brought the Oba to court. I don't think I can shut down any party. Let them come in and file their processes. Oh boy. So that is what is happening. Justice Ahiyeru adjourned the hearing in the case till July 15, 2024 in the absence of any objection. There was a heavy security presence at the premises of the State High Court complex on Sapele Road, Benin City. However, all those who came to the court in solidarity with the Oba were not allowed into the court due to their large numbers. Groups and Edo sons and daughters, including members of the royal family and chiefs, displayed their affection and solidarity for the Oba. Can you imagine? So all of this story now is that Obaseki, Philip Shaibu has gone to the back end of this case to go and felicitate with the Oba, pledging loyalty to the Oba, and so there's trouble here now because those two chiefs that took the Oba to court already they also included the state government. But people are alleging that the state government is behind that case. But the state government is saying no, they are not behind the case. It is the handiwork of the enemy to include them to say that they are behind the case. So the case now is between those two dukes that have been suspended by the Oba of Benin, and the state government. Now the Oba of Benin has said that they should then include the traditional royal council because Oba is not independent. He depends on the council. So even though the Duke's council are trying to say no, the traditional ruler council should not be included, the justice handling the case has allowed it to be. So, now wow, this one's serious. So this one is serious. So there's a comment here, just one comment. Somebody say, this is a fight between two brothers. I don't know what concerns Obaseki in this case. I services is playing out. Okay. But the way it is going, if Obaseki is fingered in this matter, that will be another big problem for him as the governor of the state. He might end up having issue with this election that is coming. And I'm sure the Philip Shaibu is trying to drag the case to rope in the governor so that, it will affect their political ambition for the period. So thank you for listening, and let's have your comment. That is Philip Shaibu taking advantage of the situation.